Predator Catchers Alliance. So that channel got deleted. Which, let's be honest, it really shouldn't surprise anyone for a couple of different reasons. I mean, if you notice, if you've been watching, like, a lot of these predator catching channels, they're just going one by one. They are, unfortunately, a dying breed because of YouTube. Now, I know a lot of people, they always like to sit there and say, YouTube is protecting pedophiles. No, that's not what it really comes down to. And for the people that are saying that, they're wrong. I'm just letting you know right now, they are wrong. It has a lot to do with their terms of service. It also has a lot to do with bots too, but it's mostly, in this case, their terms of service that is constantly being violated. And yes, I know people are allowed to record people in public, but there's a difference between recording someone and uploading it onto a private company. And so yeah, when I was on YouTube, on his second channel, OB Nation, he wrote that his channel got deleted. And then this guy wrote, he did a poll, and he was like, should I upload all my catches from my deleted channel onto OB Nation? I want everyone to sit there and think about that sentence for a minute. Should I upload all my catches from my previous deleted channel to my channel now, OB Nation? So obviously that's a bad idea, because if he does that, then that channel is going to disappear. Which, by the way, from what I understand, OB Nation wasn't originally supposed to be a second catcher channel. It was supposed to be filled with like pranks and like he was doing like ghost hunting and stuff like that, which apparently didn't pop off the way his catching the way his catcher videos does. So he just abandoned that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sitting there just thinking about that for a minute. Like, I really do remember him just making that channel specifically to do other fun stuff. And again, since his main channel got demonetized, well, he needed to make that money, so he decided to put that stuff on there. And now he's asking people, should I upload those catches on there? I'm like, no, because if you do that, then that channel's going to be deleted. So you got a lot of people sitting there saying that he should upload those catches to another channel. Just thinking about that, it's pretty much just like Alex all over again. He makes a new channel, it gets deleted. He makes another channel, it gets deleted. He makes another channel, it gets deleted. And so he's pretty much just going to be playing hopscotch with these different catches. With these different channels. It's unfortunate, it really is. The way YouTube has changed over the years. Here's the thing. When I say that predator catching channels are a dying breed, so is prank channels. Because in a lot of ways, they all fall under the same, I guess, problem. Bullying, harassment. It sucks. Even when the prank channels are fake, you don't have people that's manually reviewing it. So they just send bots out there and they start deleting channels left and right. Because one of my favorite channels, prank channels, My House is Dirty, didn't upload in weeks. And I was wondering why. And then it hit me like, most likely they got like a strike on their channel or something. So, YouTube is changing. That channel is gone. I'm pretty sure he's not going to sit there and try to get it back. He's just going to make another channel. I really feel like, unfortunately, he's going to make all these, he's going to put all these catchers, like all these catching videos onto OB Nation. It's going to get deleted. And then we're just going to run right back into the same problem. It sucks, I know a lot of his stuff is on Patreon. So if you go to his Instagram, you can go to his Patreon. You can watch all the stuff on there. But I think I talked about that in a previous video about how sooner or later his Patreon may be going too. I mean, Patreon kind of follows some of the same similar guidelines as like a lot of these other like servers go, which is why you can't put like nudity on there, which is why they have an OnlyFans. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I think it'd just be better if he puts his stuff on OnlyFans. But again, I think ultimately he's always going to run into that problem, because there's always going to be one of those catches that's going to sit there and try to find where those videos are and take them down and threaten lawsuits and everything else like that. So it's one of those things where it's like when you become one of those channels, you do run the risk of always getting whatever you put up taken down. You always run a risk of getting hurt, getting sued, and just all sorts of other things. And then there's the run the risk, unfortunately, of being somewhat irrelevant. You have a lot of channels, and there's this one channel that covers all Predator channels, whatever. But they bring up like a good point as far as like the views and stuff like that, and making sure you get people's attention. And you know, I mean, think about it. When Rami first started, was he throwing eggs on people and constantly making them do jumping jacks and, you know, all this other stuff that he's doing, like shaving their head and stuff like that? No. He says he's doing this way they can show remorse, and, you know, they can show, you know, that they're sorry to the community. And really what it comes down to is views. He's doing that for views. A lot of the stuff that he's been doing, throwing trash on them and everything like that, has been for views. And don't get me wrong, I'm totally okay with them being humiliated, having their head shaved, and all sorts of other things that I'm not going to sit there and mention in this video. But I'm totally 100% okay with that. I just want people to understand that while it's entertaining, and they do deserve it, let's not sit there and try to act like he's doing this, to show remorse, you know, this way they can show. No, it's about the views. And granted, he's not the only one. He's not the only one that's guilty of practically doing nearly anything for views. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like it's a double-edged sword. If you don't do that stuff to stand out, people don't watch as much, and you know, the views go down, and your channel becomes like obscure. I mean, I'm gonna sit there and name a couple of predator catching channels that probably a lot of people haven't heard. And if you heard it, just say that you heard it. Weightless. Pedal Got Caught. I think you get the gist of it. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. I want to thank everyone for watching. Be safe. Let me know your thoughts on in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.